Good evening, everyone. Uh, Peace to the nation. I hope this evening finds you well. Um, I won't be long because I have to attend to an appointment in the morning at the plantation. Attend to an appointment at the plantation. I finally refer to my employment as the plantation. I'm grateful for my master Candy. I call my plantation Candyland because I would never, you know, uh, reveal my employment online. Blah blah blah. Nevertheless, peace to the nation. Um, I won't be long. Uh, I just happened to fall upon I don't know if you may be familiar with her or not, a sister. I've known of her for a considerable amount of time. Her name is Princella the Queen Maker. I was listening to her podcast, the High Power podcast. And you would listen to all types of opinions and viewpoints, and because it makes you somewhat well-rounded in order to be able to make discerning um, opinions per se. But I listened to Queen Maker's podcast, right? And she had evidently went on a panel with some gentlemen. Uh, and when I was listening to what the points she was making on that particular panel, and they were resounding points. She was making the difference, distinction of leadership, uh, versus followership. To make a broader contrast of what followership is. So in order to understand what followership is, you would have to understand what leadership is. So she was on this panel. She's making points, and she asked a question about what books on leadership that the gentleman on the panel had read, and it was one particular male on the panel, and it's like, well, I don't know this particular male. Maybe he may be popular in the YouTube sphere, but I do know Princella, and this gentleman's on a panel with her. She has 70,000 subscribers. She's relatively popular, right? So he's on a panel, and she's talking, and I guess everybody else up here talking, and he's like, he may have been high, or not, no, but still, you had the ability to cut off your camera, I imagine, on these panels. But yet still, you slouched over, you nodding off, what I mean. And This is a panel. I guess the discussion was followership, but she's trying to get an understanding of what the males on the panel understand about leadership. But I digress on that point. That's just pretty much what brought me to the thought I had, right? And it's a term that came to my mind. When you speak of, I guess not necessarily limited to males or men, because well, yeah, males and men. This particular concept applies to just about every person of conscience, whether they're a woman or female. This term that I'm speaking of is reputation, right? So, you know, um, great men, when people speak of great men, they speak of the things, the accomplishments, um, the opportunities that they may have made for others, the guidance, the leadership that they may have directly or indirectly given to others. This is what shapes your reputation. Now, you could have aspects about yourself that may be negative that would also give others an opinion, to the deference of your reputation. But the reason I say reputation is that you have a group of people that all men are males, right? but there are distinctions between a man and a male. You know, all men are males, but all males aren't cannot be classified as men. I don't know whether no one's here to ask me to say whether they don't understand what I'm saying when I say that, right? A male is a boy, you know, just by definition. A male is you know, I guess, and it's not to say it's a negative or positive. Even though males may have negative and positive characteristics, but you have the distinction between the man and the male. There are certain aspects of a man that uh, supersede or overshadow those aspects of those that are classified as males. So it's like, well, you know, what would make the difference? What makes the difference between the male and the man? And you know, in my mind, I thought about that word reputation, and you know, I think about it, and I see uh, some of these examples of men, and you know, they have a lot of academic. I guess I don't know whether. No, I mean that'd be academic. I guess they may use academia, but most of it seems to be because it's not necessarily social cost. In my mind, you can't convince me to believe that these some of these males have been in the presence of you know maybe just a stomped down woman, female, or you know females and women. Because you do have to have a bride, they said there are classifications. And I guess there may be classifications of males, but I'm gonna give a few classifications of what be referred to as a female. You know, they may say you have your bitch, you have your hoe, you have your lady, you have your woman. Uh, you know, the classifications, and you just hear me say those, I would hope that you would see a distinction. You know, all all women ain't hoes. And, you know, even though women, I digress. Um, I'm speaking on males. You know, there may be certain aspects or characteristics that you know others, whether it be other men or other males or other females or other women, may look to in a male or man. You know, where they would expect to observe in a man, to experience from coming in contact and congregating and socializing and you know collaborating, connecting with a man, you know, because Priscilla go hard, and I'm back on Priscilla. Priscilla, the Queen Maker. She's her point resounds that men are incapable of love. Or maybe she said males are incapable of. Maybe she believes men may be capable. But I think she may have said men, you know. But regardless, that's a very strong statement. Regardless, right? I remember, you know, like before, because she knows she has a child. She's been married before. I remember when I first encountered her online. She hadn't been married. She hadn't gotten married, and she didn't have the children. I guess she was still freshly out the military, whatever. Um, and you know, she was more on the pro-black sphere. You know, I guess because I came in contact with just, you know, listening to her, you know, because she's very intelligent, well-read person. Um, and it was just like, well, you know, this was a woman who spoke in praise of, I guess, of a black man. You know, even during that time period, you could tell that she was having, you know, back and forth with males at that time. But I see I have a page on Facebook, the Real Beauty of Black Relationships page, and I make posts on that page, and the majority of that page is um, followed or you know subscribed to by women. And there are certain posts I put up, right? I'm gonna say this to an aside, fellas, or maybe it's just me being the OG unk or old ass unk, cause I can't be grandpa. Uh, Maybe this is my, in my mind, you can't kind of convince me to believe that the man's concept, the male concept of romance is it shouldn't be. I guess it's the same as can, I guess not even the same, just being. Well, I guess that's being. I'm being because it's anecdotal. Maybe some cases the male may be romantic, more romantic than the female, but I really, what I'm trying to say is on my page, man. There have been some, and I mean, hell, I guess I may be guilty of letting women down. I'm sure, I'm positive I've let a woman down in my life a time or two, but it's just all in the game. Uh, but still, it's all the way that you do it. And then it's all about the way that you continue. Even if a woman kind of, hurt, break your heart, I didn't have my heart broke, but some niggas, they can't emotionally process. You got to process your feelings. Then, you hurt, your feelings may be hurt do a breakup, but them is your feelings. Them is not your feelings to push off on the next broad or the random individual on the internet because you cannot emotionally process rejection or heartbreak. So you become emotionally unstable, and many of you become violently outraged to the point of homicide or uh, 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 intense violence and battery. Hell, I'm simping, right? I'm simping. I campaign for sympathy. I guess I try again 2024. I guess 2023 ain't over yet. I campaign for sympathy here. Uh, I want women to like me. I don't know what's up. Y'all niggas seem like y'all want the want the women, the ladies, the females. Fuck it, the hoes, the bitches. Y'all want to fight with? Why y'all want to fight with the bitches, man? I don't understand it. I'm just kind of confused. I mean, I've been single for a while, and I've been all into my own mind. In my mind, I feel as if I've been working towards self improvement, where I'm not dependent upon anyone's own. And there's nothing to brag about being as old man as a man, but it's a lot of y'all niggas that have to rely on others, and you're my age. Uh, I have my health conditions and things of that nature, and I do things that are unhealthy. But I still have the ability to take care of myself. And when I say that I do things that are healthy or bad for my health, I happen to went to the doctor in the first time I guess in 18 months and had my little blood panel or whatever. I gotta do my Cologuard bullshit because I won't drink the shit. So she said, "Can you do the Cologuard?" I do the Cologuard shit. Um, I gotta do a lung cancer screen. I smoke and shit. I'm bogus as a motherfucker with the shit. But who online with me? I see somebody out there. Might be United and shit. Yep, that's my guy Unitas. Yeah, man, shit. Ain't nothing wrong with simple. You damn sure right. I do that too. Real women love that shit when it's balanced. Yeah, I mean, you got to show some compassion. Niggas just want to be uh 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 Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't know. I'm just throwing a name out there, man. You don't be so rough on the shorty on the finesse a little bit. Uh, you got to put a spoonful of sugar in to make the medicine. The bitter with the sweet. But you know, it cannot be said enough. These sort of things have to be within the core of your being. These are not things. I guess people have the ear. Those who hear, listen and understand. But everybody not listening and understanding. They're not listening for understanding. Um, in my mind, I don't know. 'Cause I make these videos. I've been making these videos for a while, Unice, and I appreciate your presence, brother. Uh, it's like, well, hell, I'm talking. But ain't nobody saying nothing negative about what I'm talking about. But it still ain't nobody, saying nothing necessarily saying nothing, period. In the comment section, and the few little views I may get, I don't know what it is. I think maybe I work on my delivery, or maybe I stop stuttering saying huh, and oh well. But it is what that is. Most dudes can't make a woman laugh anymore. That's when a nigga like me strikes. You goddamn right there, United. Man, they don't understand. I mean, you make a some, and I guess bless their hearts. I guess maybe in the way they've been conditioned, maybe to socialize to talk to women, or maybe they haven't had the ability to talk to women. They come in a way in which it seems almost aggressive, uh, overly aggressive toward the woman, in which um, you don't know whether it's in. Well, I guess they may not be able to decipher whether it's being an offense or insulting, or and I guess the best way to say it is, it's kind of like the little boy on the playground with the girl. He hit the girl because he pushed the girl down on the playground because he like and that's fine. I guess that's not even not so fine back as a kid, but as an adult, that's called domestic violence and verbal assault shit. It ain't no game to it no more. Niggas come out with the music. Once upon a time, the lyrics was written. You think, look at, I listen to a lot of the oldies and shit. Right? The 70s. The 70s is a good era for me. You're not sleeping so much on the 60s, but the 80s got some shit too. Um, I listen to lyrics, right? Of course, with melodies and music also, but the lyrics are written in a way in which it's not just outwardly blatant and crude. My pussy pink and my booty hole brown, man. Come on, shorty, finesse it a little bit. You look past around. You got a lot of money, and I mean it's not fair. And then you got this woman is married, right? She married to another popular rapper. Then you got this wayward, this victim of domestic violence. Evidently, she was shot in the foot. They out there doing they scissoring uh, to I don't know. I ain't heard a song called bongos or something. I mean to each his own. But can we have a balance? A balance between, just having our, and I guess I got to be careful when I say our black women, but I can say our. I claim they can claim me if they want to claim me. I'm theirs. You mine. I'm yours. They depict all black women as scrumpets and scarlets and women of lower class and morals and sexual deviance and uncontrollable urges, succubusses, materialistic uh, gold diggers, scavengers and parasites, so to speak. No romance without high finance. And my pappy told me, I always say my pappy told me, you don't want no woman who don't want nothing. And that's fair. Hell, what you want? What you want to deal with a woman? You be associated with a woman that'll settle. That means she'll settle she'll settle with you when you are comfortable in being a bum. Look around in your situation. Like I say, I'm not balling. I got everything I need. I don't have to duck and out. I can turn on AC, control my temperature if I choose. Because I better respond to my responsibility, and that's basic shit though. But and that, I guess it goes back to Princella. When I say Princella, listen to Princella shit, and she's picking apart the male, the black male. Um, Like I just said, I'm able to take care of myself. I'm independent, but that's basic shit. That's shit that a responsible male is supposed to do. You're not a male. A man is not supposed to have to depend on others. At least not a healthy man, not a man that has the wherewithal to move and motivate and think and hell, if you can go out and look for pussy or something to drink or something to smoke or something to snort or whatever, then nigga, you can be a well-rounded working ass nigga. Uh, you may be crazy than a motherfucker, but somebody give you a task, your ass need to be able to stand there 8 hours and do that motherfucker. If you ain't had no benefit otherwise. I don't know, trap or die, man. Fuck it. But yeah, Unitas, man. Yeah, man. I'm glad you came through, man, because I wasn't gonna be on here this long, because I got to get up in a few hours. Was worried about you for me, man. I be discouraged on this shit, man. I was kind of waiting for my little punishment to be over on YouTube. It's supposed to be over this month because they say I was promoting hateful individuals, some shit, some bullshit. Because I shared the little video Charleston talking about the Mexicans or some shit. But it was a black Mexican, he was half nigga, half beaner. Man, I don't know, bruh. Yeah, yeah, man, this motherfucking schedule, dog. But this is my long weekend. This is my long weekend. My next weekend. I'll be off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I'll be able to fuck around on this shit. And normally seem like I get inspired to get on this bitch when I have to get up. So let me get my black ass off here, man. I'm just saying the point I'm bringing back to as I close, I'll bring it back to the point. The difference between a male, to make the distinction between a male and a man, and you can't overlook the concept of reputation. What is your reputation? And you stand before someone and they ask you what is it that you have accomplished and what is it that you have to offer as a contribution to those who are around you or to those who you wish to have um, associate themselves with you. Yeah, I got to, man. I'm old, man. I gotta get that rest. Yeah, yes, I screenshot that shit. I need to use that motherfucker. I meant to use it to let you know I was gonna come on one of these other times and it came on here. But yeah, man, I got it. I'm gonna save it. I'm bullshitting in a lot of ways, but I'm gonna get it together, bro. Uh, so yeah, man. I'm waiting on Mr. Charles to send me my motherfucking game related shirts. Uh, I asked him to send me a black one and a red one. And I got and now I want one of them motherfucking boxing t-shirts. Them boxing t-shirts bad. The motherfucking nigga nation boxing league shirts. Them motherfuckers bad. Motherfucker. But they be slow grinding about putting the merch up on. You gotta go to the show to get to buy the motherfucking hot off the presses shit. So yeah, bro, Unitas. I'm gonna go ahead on and float on out, fam. Yeah, now he got the I Hate Gang shirts up there. They on there. The shirts you see on their website up there, but I want a gang. I want them gang. They ain't put them gang related shirts up yet. So I sent. I tapped on a general. I said, General, let me get a couple of them shirts, man. Uh, and I'm still waiting to hear back from him. I gotta hit him back up though. And they got it. He the CEO ain't got time to deal with shipping, ordering and shipments. So what am I doing bothering the CEO with such trivial matters? Yeah, fam. Nigga Nation, and I appreciate you coming through there, brother Unitas. Uh, I'll holler at you next go round. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Till the next time, fam. Till the next time. Peace and love. Nigga Nation or nothing.